My name is Alvia Wardlaw, and I am Director Curator of the University Museum at Texas Southern University. Texas Southern is the only university in the United States that has a series of student-produced murals, which number currently at 128. For that reason alone, it is important to celebrate these murals by having more people become aware of them and to document them. The conservation of murals is a very expensive undertaking. All HBCUs face this challenge in terms of conservation of works of art, not only murals, but sculptures on campus. Texas Southern and the University Museum specifically are part of the first pilot project that the Smithsonian HBCU Access Consortium organized in 2018. The program began 2 years ago. This is our third year, in addition to Texas Southern, Clark Atlanta, Tuskegee, Florida A&M University, and Jackson State University are part of this original group. What is happening is that the entire collections of each HBCU are currently being digitized. We receive funding to expand our staff. So we have 4 additional staff members who have been doing nothing but digitizing. Recently, the HCAC team applied for and received a grant from Humanities Texas to digitize the murals here in Hannah Hall. The photographer, Paul, was hired to do this work.
My name is Paul Hester. I'm a still photographer for this project to document the murals were done by students at Texas Southern University. The process begins before I ever shoot. First, there's this curation process where the people who are familiar with the murals and have been studying them make a selection of which ones they want to record. I would shoot a frame, then I would move the camera slightly, and take all those individual frames, put them together. It's a grid.
When John Thomas Biggers came to Texas Southern in 1949, to develop an art department, Dr. Biggers had the idea of creating murals in Hannah Hall. He had been very influenced by the murals of Diego Rivera as an undergraduate. So the oldest mural, which is on the 3rd floor, focuses on Booker T. Washington, post-Civil War, the terrorism that Black people faced in the South, Booker T. Washington's establishment of Tuskegee, and all of the opportunities that African Americans were very positive about at that time. And thus began a program that lasted 70 years. Texas Southern is the only university that has such a body of work, such a coming together of ideas and creativity by undergraduate students.
They are a marvelous history of art, and for me, even more importantly, they are a really close look at what students were concerned about, what they were interested in, what they thought ought to be remembered.
John Biggers never censored his students. If they wanted to critique what they saw that was happening in the world, in this country, in their neighborhoods, they had the ability to do that. And you can see part of the power of these murals is the fact that these students tackled really, sometimes very difficult subjects. What is so special about these murals that as we walk through these halls, we reflect on various aspects of history, not only in Houston, but in the United States. And as we move through time, they become more and more relevant because they still ring true now in the 21st century.